Hello, YouTube followers. Welcome to another edition of Workplace Wednesday. Today we're going to be talking with Ashley, who works in the ICU of a local hospital, and she's going to tell us what you can expect working in that environment if you were looking to transition into the hospital ICU as a CNA. Welcome, Ashley.
Hello. Thank you for having me.
So, how long have you been a CNA?
I've been a CNA for about 4 years now. I got my CNA license here at 4 Year CNA.
Okay. Where did you start your CNA career? What was your first job?
I worked in home health care for just to get my foot in the door for a little bit.
And now you're working at the hospital. So what is it that you do in the hospital as a CNA?
I'm a CNA at the local hospital in ICU, IMCU, so critical care and intermediate care.
What would a CNA do in that type of setting in a hospital?
In the ICU, IMC, we, as a CNA, our job is to, same as any other floor, the daily patient care, baths, ambulating, and vitals, but they're mostly on monitors in ICU because they are more critical patients, so they need to be monitored closely. And so my job is I have to have really good assessment skills. Sometimes I'm there more than the nurse can get in there because they do have critical patients. So when I do my hourly rounding with the patients, I assess them, think about are they acting the same they were an hour ago, any slur in speech, are they seeming more anxious? So it's just a lot of assessing.
So it's a position where you really have to work very closely with your nurses then?
Yes.
Okay. Team environment would be really critical there. Awesome. Do you like working in the ICU? Is it an interesting field for you?
I love it. It's always something different. And the intensivists, the doctors that are there 24/7, the nurses, the charge nurses are all very helpful and always throwing you in there to help you learn. And you could ask any question and it's never a stupid question.
Oh, that's awesome to have an opportunity to learn more. Have you gained any additional skills?
Yes, a lot more skills, surprisingly. I see more than the average CNA would on med-surg floor, tele floor, because you get everything in ICU. You get younger people, older people, infections that aren't safe to have on other floors. So I've definitely learned a lot.
So what would be some challenges that you have had working in such a critical environment as a CNA?
For me, a challenge definitely is sometimes I forget that this isn't everybody's normal way of living. You come into work and you see your patients, they're hooked up to monitors, there's wires, there's tubes in their mouth, tubes everywhere. And for a family, they have no idea what's going on. They don't understand this. But for me, it's just another day at work. So I have to remind myself that sometimes you need to slow down and talk to your patients and their family members about what's going on and knowing that this isn't normal for them.
It can be a very scary place for families and patients. So you're absolutely right. For you, it's just another day at the office, but for them, it's their worst day.
Yep.
So yeah, that's a very important point. Wow, great way of putting it. What are your future goals?
My 5-year plan at this point is to get into RN school, become a registered nurse, and I plan on being a travel nurse eventually, but I would either like to be in the ER or ICU.
Well, we'd like to thank you for coming today, Ashley, and telling us a little bit more about what it's like to work in a hospital environment, but more specifically in the ICU of a hospital environment. And it's really interesting to know that CNAs can work in those environments as well if they want to learn additional skills and gain that high, fast-paced skill set. So thank you for coming.
Thank you for having me. Appreciate it.
Well, thank you for joining us today for another episode of Workplace Wednesday. Please feel free to like and subscribe to our channel if you liked what you saw today, and ring the bell to be notified of additional postings as soon as they go up. Make sure you visit our website at foryourcna.com for additional information on what you heard about here, and tune in for our other weekly episodes where we're going to be talking about motivation, test tips, Fashion Friday, Career Spotlight Saturday. So we've got a lot of really good things coming up. So make sure you tune in to our channel, like, subscribe, and ring the bell. Until next time, happy nursing.